welcome back to my channel. Today I have a monthly May message for all of the Scorpios out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it will not resonate with every single Scorpio out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I'm a psychic intuitive and a spiritual essence coach, and I provide you with guidance, wisdom, and inspiration every other week right here on this channel. Without further ado, Scorpio, let's get into your message. All right, Scorpio, you know the drill. This is going to be a 9-card draw, so let's get shuffling. What information and what insight can you offer Scorpio this month, Spirit? What information and what insight can you offer Scorpio this month? What information and what... Whoa. All right, Scorpio, we are starting out at the 7 of Cups. So I feel that you have some opportunities, some decisions, options that are sort of being presented to you. And I feel that you're needing to really utilize your intuition here. I feel that ultimately, I feel like there's a little bit of fear, disappointment that, okay, so it's almost like what I'm hearing is that whatever opportunity has sort of presented itself to you isn't exactly what you thought it was going to be. It's almost like Spirit is saying that, because I feel like it's not exactly what you asked for. It's actually not exactly what you asked for. And so this is, I feel, what you're needing to sort of come to terms with here. I feel that, whew, man, your energy right now. I feel that because it is not what you've specifically asked for, I feel that you're sort of dismissing it because you're like, this isn't what I asked for. I wanted XYZ, but I want you to understand here, Scorpio, that there is something here that you don't see that is going to lead you to so much success and so much abundance. And I feel that you're needing to really trust Spirit. You're needing to trust Spirit because this experience, this opportunity is really going to sort of change you, and it's going to enlighten you, and it's going to bring you so much clarity. And I feel that this is what you're ultimately needing to sort of embrace, okay? I have so much going on in my mind right now. There's so much information coming through. So let's just dive right in, okay? So where you currently are, as I mentioned, is the 7 of Cups. So I feel that you're being presented with something, okay? And I feel that you in your heart don't really see it. You're like, I thought I was done with this. I thought that this was over. And I feel that this is because you don't have very good memories or very good experiences of what's now just sort of been put in your lap. I want to point out here that whatever this opportunity or experience is, it left you very disappointed. It didn't fill you up, right? Emotionally, it disappointed you. It didn't fill you up because I see that here with the 3 of Swords. But what you're not seeing is that it is leading you to the 10 of Pentacles, okay? Now, this is what I also need you to understand. Everything that is presented to us is an opportunity. It doesn't mean that it's forever. So I want you to sort of hear that out here, Scorpio. This opportunity does not mean it is forever. It's sort of like a stepping stone. And it is a stepping stone here with the Hierophant for higher learning, right? There's something more that you are going to learn with this opportunity that is going to completely transform you and transform your life. Literally transform your life. And you're needing to really sort of take a different perspective. You're needing to look at it from a very different perspective. It's almost like you're needing to trust your intuition, because I feel like if you would just get out of your head about it, not really think about it don't think about it analytically, okay? Really take a moment, center yourself, and really ask your higher self. Really tune into your higher self. Ask your higher self. Allow your intuition to give you the answer. Is this the right step? And I think you're going to be very surprised here, Scorpio, at what your higher self is going to tell you. I want to point out here that this is a gift. This is an opportunity. Yes, it does not look like how you wanted it to look. And yes, it's not what you asked for specifically. But there is something magical that is going to transpire by you taking this opportunity, because it's going to lead you to something beyond your wildest dreams. I just want to point that out. So what is your theme? You have the Three of Swords here, okay? And I feel that because you're being presented this month with this opportunity here, Scorpio, it's going to bring back a lot of memories of disappointment, dissatisfaction, things that you ultimately feel like, I thought I was done with this. Why am I now feeling this way? And I feel that what this is doing is it's kind of two things, right? One is it's kind of bringing up in you the resistance that you feel in wanting to go back into something that you felt is no longer a part of your life, okay? That discord that you feel, that disappointment that you feel is really some part of shadow work, right? You're needing to sort of heal that. And by experiencing this opportunity in a very different way that is being sent to you by divine order, because that's really what I'm hearing, you're going to have a whole different experience, a whole different place setting of understanding by going through this experience, okay? So that is your theme. I feel your theme is you are going to be healing all of the disappointment that you have faced with this particular this experience. It's really more like an experience. So almost kind of what I feel is transpiring here for you, Scorpio. I almost said Cancer, so sorry. If you have any Cancer in your placements, like rising or moon, you're going to want to go look at Cancer's. You're going to want to go look at Cancer's reading, because I just got done with theirs. And theirs was really about getting out of your head and back into your heart to transition into a new phase of life. So if you have Cancer anywhere in your top 3, you need to go look at that reading. So your theme here is really about healing this disappointment by experiencing this new opportunity that is being presented to you. Now, what are you accomplishing? Scorpio, the 10 of Pentacles. This is everything that your heart desires and more. Like when I say and more, I mean and more. I'm talking the house, the cars, the wealth, the family, like everything your heart could desire and more. 10 of Pentacles. That's what this opportunity, this experience is leading you towards. It's leading you towards, I feel, this ultimate desire and wish that you have, that you ultimately don't know how you're going to get there. And Spirit is saying, this is how you're going to get there. But you don't see it, right? And understand that it doesn't mean that it's going to happen like within 6 months or a year. This is like down the line. Understand that everything that is presented to us is an opportunity. It is a stepping stone that leads us towards the things that we are desiring and that we are wanting to become a reality in our life. So this is what you are accomplishing. Know that. And what I want to point out here is that this month, this is going to be a really, I feel like what you're going to experience here, Scorpio, is that you're going to come into a little bit more money. Maybe you're going to maybe if you're in a business and your sales are going to start increasing. Maybe you're going to start, really bringing in something different, or maybe you're going to be bringing in a new business partner that's going to help you sort of expand and broaden your horizons and take you down this path that you aren't really expecting. So just be open to that, okay? Now, what do you need to avoid? The Hangman. Okay. I feel that what you're needing to avoid is avoid not taking action. Like, the one thing with the Hangman is that the Hangman represents looking at things from a very different perspective, but it also represents sort of hanging back, right? Like just not taking any action. And I feel that's what you need to avoid. I feel that what Spirit is really saying here with this Seven of Cups here, Scorpio, is that you need to really tune into your heart, right? Stop looking at things that are being presented to you as that's going to be my next big ticket to getting to that, success. Stop looking at things that way. Really, when you connect with your intuition, because I feel like a lot of times we make decisions from our mind and we don't actually make decisions from the heart. And the heart is how you're truly connected to your intuition here, Scorpio. And I feel that a lot of times when people are presented with multiple opportunities, right? Like let's say a job offering. Let's say that you're presented with 3 different job offerings, right? 9 times out of 10, people will look at the job offerings and they'll say, well, which one is going to give me the most money, right? 9 times out of 10, people will take a job just because they're going to give them more money. But the thing is that when you sit down and you really evaluate what is it that I really want, right? What is it that I really desire, right? I want more freedom, right? And understand that. I'm going to give you an example here of myself, okay? I was in a very lucrative position in my corporate job. I was getting paid a lot of money. I was very well paid. I was very well compensated for what I was doing. And for me, it wasn't about the money. It wasn't that I wanted more money. What I wanted was more freedom. I wanted more creativity. I wanted more opportunity to be able to express myself creatively. And my job was not willing to give that to me. And it didn't matter if I got a job title. It didn't matter if they gave me more money. None of that mattered to me. What mattered to me was the freedom to be creative and to be able to manage and do things the way that I wanted to do them without having to answer to anyone, right? So there's very big difference. And I feel that when you can truly sit and connect with your intuition and your higher self, you'll come to a very deep understanding here, right? That it doesn't matter how good those options are. It's not about picking the option with the biggest compensation or the one that looks the prettiest or has the most stuff in it. It's really about how does it make you feel? What is that experience that you're wanting to experience, right? And I feel that because this opportunity is sort of presenting itself to you and you're totally not expecting it, you're sort of leaning towards, this isn't really where I want to go, but this is what I want you to do, right? What you're needing to avoid is avoid thinking too much about it, right? The Hangman intentionally puts himself in that reverse position. He puts himself upside down because he's allowing himself to utilize his intuition, right? His intuition is his guide, okay? And I feel that what you're needing to avoid is avoid shuffling your feet. Like don't overanalyze it. Don't overthink it. Really come at it from a place from your heart, okay? Now, what do you need to embrace? The Hierophant. This is higher learning. This is an opportunity for you to become more enlightened, for you to grow and expand your knowledge base and your experiences. This is also about you sort of, embracing a new experience that is going to enlighten you and move you towards ascension, but is also going to transform your life in so many ways. And this is what you're needing to embrace. You're going to experience something new with this opportunity. Yes, it looks very similar, or it is similar to what you've experienced in the past. But what you are going to get out of it is so much more. I mean so much more. Like, I can't even begin to tell you. You're basically going to go from all of the discontentment, the dissatisfaction that you felt from previously, to this ultimate bliss and joy. Who wouldn't want to experience that? So, Scorpio, this is what you're needing to embrace. Now, what is the obstacle here? You have the Emperor in reverse. And I feel that the obstacle is really going to be you wanting to take so much control of the situation. You're needing to sort of step back from that this is mine kind of a thing. Because when I see an Emperor in reverse, what I'm truly seeing is a very unsettled divine masculine who's really stomping his feet and is saying, but I want to have control of this. I want to have control. And this is the obstacle, right? I feel this is where you're needing to step into that divine feminine, where you're being open and receptive to what Spirit is offering you. Spirit is offering you an opportunity here for growth, for spiritual growth, spiritual ascension, an opportunity to have all of your dreams and desires met and fulfilled with this Ten of Pentacles. And what you have to ultimately do is you have to allow it. You have to sort of let go of the control and say, I'm willing to let you guide me, right? It's like you're willing to you have to surrender. You have to surrender to the will of what Spirit has planned for you. And that can be very hard, Scorpio. I know that can be very hard for you. But this is really what's needing to transpire. Now, what is your support? The Ten of Swords. Now, what this tells me here is that your support is that the worst is over, right? All of the burdens and the responsibilities, all of the baggage that you carried with you from this previous experience is over. Understand that. Like, so if you were in a position, if this is a job related, if you were in a position that left you disappointed, depleted, unappreciated, no form of growth or fulfillment in any way, know that that is behind you. You're now going to be going into this new experience where you are going to be heavily compensated with the Six of Pentacles, and all of your needs are going to be reciprocated. Your needs, your desires, everything is going to be an equal give and take. And this is beautiful because this is a new experience for you to experience something in the opposite of what you've previously experienced it as. So that is your support. Now your action is the Six of Pentacles. Understand that the message with this Six of Pentacles is that you have to be willing to receive. If Spirit is giving you this opportunity, you have to be willing to receive it. It's an equal give and take here, right? You can't say that you want to have the Ten of Pentacles, but not be open to receiving how Spirit and God and your guides are going to deliver it to you. So your action is to be open to receiving. You have to have that equal give and take. Now, what is your advice and your encouragement? Temperance. My friends, Scorpio, what this is truly representing here is that understand that when Spirit sort of comes in, when they swoop in and they take over your life and they sort of present you with these opportunities and these options, it isn't going to look the way that you want it to look. And sometimes understand that when you ask Spirit for something, it takes time for Spirit to sort of line up all of the little synchronicities in your life for it to sort of come out to what you're truly desiring. Because understand that you can say you want something, but Spirit always knows your truest intention in your heart, right? It's based off of what you are vibrating emotionally. So understand here that your advice and your encouragement is that truly understand that when you want to transform something into something else, it's going to take some time and it's going to take some, assistance. Call on your guides. This is clearly God's way, or your guides or your spirit team's way of letting you know, hey, we have this opportunity for you. Are you going to take this opportunity? And I feel that Spirit's really wanting you to sort of connect, because I feel like there's been some disconnection here, Scorpio. And that's why they're saying, hey, wake up, listen, we have this opportunity. Are you really going to be willing to surrender and let go and experience what we have for you so that you could have what you're truly asking for? Are you willing to let go of the reins? And that can be sometimes very difficult. Now, I want to point out, this sort of brings up to me a card that I specifically drew from a new deck that I recently bought. And it's called the Crystal Mandala from a new deck that I will be utilizing on my on this channel. But I like to use the cards first before I actually just start using them. And one of the cards that came out for me was, and I believe I have it on my desk. Yes, it's the Grace for Grand Gesture. And that card really speaks about, when we are really ready to completely surrender to the will of God and surrender. We have to be willing to have a grand gesture, to be completely open, completely willing to let go of the reins of control and allow Spirit to fully navigate. And that can be very difficult, because Spirit knows when our intentions are not there. Spirit knows when our intentions are not pure and they're not coming from a place of complete surrender and release. So let's go ahead and draw from the Lightworker Oracle deck to see what additional information Spirit has for you here, Scorpio. What additional information and insight can you offer Scorpio here, Spirit? What additional information and insight can you offer Scorpio? What additional information? Whoa. Okay. This one popped out first. Okay, I'm going to go with this one because it popped out first. We have number 22, Initiation by Fire. Okay, this is going to be very important here. I am going to read what it says in the book, but I remember that earlier I said that if you had any Cancer placements, Cancer's card was Initiation by Air. So if you have any Cancer in your moon or your rising sign, I really want you to go and listen to that reading because I feel that there might be some connection between these two readings. So let's go ahead and read number 22, Initiation by Fire. Now, fire truly represents the passion, right? The passion that we often feel. And I feel that this is really about, this card particularly talks a lot about the rise of a phoenix. And I want to point out here that this is clearly what Spirit is showing me here, Scorpio, because it's presenting you with something that you're not expecting, and it's going to lead you to something completely different. It's really about a whole transformation. A transition from one phase to the next. So here we go with number 22, Initiation by Fire. Initiation by fire is a life-changing spiritual cleansing. Your life will never be the same again. Allow the power of divine fire to clear and purify you inside and out. This is not a time to hold on to anything. no matter how much you once believed you needed it. And letting go, you will gain so much more than you ever imagined. Opening to fresh blessings and a new life. You are like the phoenix, ready to emerge from the holy flames, reborn. You have the spirit of the phoenix in you. You are able to rise again and again, even if at times all seems lost. You are guided to remember this as you are now being spiritually cleansed through initiation by fire. During such times, you will feel that you are being asked to let go of relationships, situations, sometimes even jobs, attitudes, and belief systems that you have relied upon until this point. You might have unintentionally placed more faith in that person, place, belief system, or identity than you placed in the divine. You might have held on to them rather than allowing the divine to guide you. This can happen easily on the earth plane. Sometimes these attachments become confining rather than supportive. In such cases, you will need to free yourself to continue your life journey. During the initiation by fire, all such attachments are burned away. This experience of initiation by fire is the divine making its presence felt in your life. It will be one of the most freeing and empowering experiences you'll have whilst in the physical body. It may ask you to confront fears and insecurities as you learn to trust the divine unconditionally. Know that the universe will always provide for you and always in the way that is best for you, even if you don't understand why it needs to happen the way it does at the time. Keep your eye on the inner transformations that are occurring rather than freeing the outer changes. The universe loves you and holds you in high regard. Remember this and trust. Initiation is an advanced spiritual lesson. You are being honored by what is happening in your life now. You are strong enough to get through it and thrive into new life like a radiant phoenix, triumphantly emerging from the sacred fire. Scorpio, this is a beautiful message, and I cannot say how much this truly coincides with everything that came out in the tarot for you. I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Namaste, guys.